John Michael Parker, what do you do when you want to learn a new skill and don't know where to start?
Google, YouTube, read about it online. Try it. Get in and try it and do it bad, and then try it again and try it again and try it again.
I love it. Follow up. Has there been a skill recently that you've done that with?
One thing that comes to mind is cooking. And so trying different dishes and following people on Instagram and getting inspired by a chef there, and then trying to do it and taste terrible and try this, maybe it's a little bit better, come back to it later, write it down.
What do you do when you're looking for a show, a movie, or a book recommendation?
I ask my best friends, because I feel like, those things can be so specific, and you spend time around people that you align with, and so I find that I'm always get a good recommendation. And then sometimes you get a totally wrong recommendation. You're like, wait, how can we be friends if you like this? And I thought this was the worst thing ever. So it's incredibly subjective, but it's a good place to start.
I love that. What do you do when you need a good laugh?
Oh, I tickle my baby.
Oh.
Yeah, there's just something about young people where there's this like whole body sense of excitement that I feel like something about being cynical or jaded or just old, that you lose something that, and having that insight into it. And sometimes when you just tickle him and his whole body, you can just see it, he lights up. It's wild.
What do you do when you have an unexpected hour of free time?
One answer I'm ashamed to say is I catch up on work emails. I think another answer that I would say is I go fishing. I love fishing. I love being on the water. I love being outside.
You've got a photo there in the background of a fish caught.
Yes, yeah. That's my dad with a black sea bass that we catch a lot of here in Long Island Sound.
Oh, I love that. And finally, what do you do when you need to have a difficult conversation with someone you care about?
Get scared about it and anxious about it and overthink it and put it off and all that sort of stuff. And then probably talk to my wife about it, who is a therapist. I'm so lucky to have a therapist in my life every day. And so really talk it through and try to get through my emotions of it as much as possible, and really think about what is it that I want to communicate, what needs to be resolved, what do we want to work on, and sort of think about a good approach to it. But then, like everything, dive into it. You can think about it and tee up your conversation and know and then once you begin, then you're going down this path. And it's like, all right, I guess we're now on this journey. So maybe this is the way to go, tying back to the theme here of like, sometimes you just gotta jump.
Sometimes you gotta jump.
Yeah.
I think you have a song about that too. Well, John Michael Parker, thank you so much for being with us today on In Pursuit. Before we go, is there any final advice, wisdom you want to leave the young people with?
Hold on to your relationships, and people like I feel like that I have with Christian and some of the other people that are working on this project, that I've known for a long time, have known me for a long time, have seen me through different phases, and the benefit of time, getting to look back on those long relationships that you've had is just such a special gift. So hold on to your friends.